Hey everyone, I'm Mike from theparkprodigy.com, and on today's video we're going to break down over 20 of the top tips and tricks for visiting EPCOT's Festival of the Arts. And this is one of the not so known festivals that does go on at Walt Disney World really from the middle of January through the end of February. But it is my personal favorite festival of all of them. And if you're visiting Walt Disney World during that time frame, you are going to want to make sure to stick around till the end of this video to get the most out of your day at EPCOT. As always, I'm very excited, so let's go get started. Thank you again so much for checking out this video. Like I said, we're about to break down over 20 of the top tips and tricks for visiting EPCOT's International Festival of the Arts. So we're going to jump right in. And number one, this is something I know so very well, as I actually did sell tickets at Walt Disney World. And to confirm, you do not need a special ticket just to go to Festival of the Arts. Admission to this festival is included with your Walt Disney World ticket. And of course, it's just important to me to note that, food and certain merchandise items, stuff like that, might be an additional charge. However, you can walk around and enjoy the art and enjoy a majority of the things going on at this festival as long as you have a valid Walt Disney World ticket. Over to number two, and really tying in, right, to buying the tickets. When do you go? From a planning standpoint, I actually just did an article on our website and we broke down the slowest days at Walt Disney World. The slowest days based on the last 12 months of wait time data to visit EPCOT are going to be Wednesday, Sunday, Tuesday. So if you're trying to visit this festival with as low crowds as possible, as you can see, you really want to target the middle of the week, or you want to visit on Sunday. Over to number three, make sure you pick up a free festival passport at the park entrance or really at any of the merchandise shops. What this passport will include is all of the food menus throughout the park, and then of course locations for those special shows and activities and the actual art that's going on throughout this festival. So that's really going to be your guide to everything going on. And of course the passport is free, so you might as well grab one when you walk in. Guests can also download, and we always suggest to download the My Disney Experience app to look up the most up-to-date show times. And of course you'll see there's going to be different artists performing throughout this festival, so you really want to stay as up-to-date as possible. Over to number five, don't forget that the EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival typically gets all of the fame and glory when it comes to food booths, but there are some amazing food booths that are actually going on at the International Festival of the Arts, and that's something that I was so very pleasantly surprised to find out. And another tip and trick on top of that would be that the food booths typically will open up at 11 a.m. and you'll typically find the slowest and the lowest wait times for the food booths right around that time. Another important one is make sure that you budget for the food, because like I had said earlier in the video, the food specifically is not included with your ticket, but a lot of the food items are shareable. So if you're going with a family or you're going with a group, you can kind of chop up a couple of different food items and you'll be able to snack that much longer throughout the day, right? From a budgeting standpoint, I would say the average cost of most of the food items is going to be around $8 to $10. And then on the lower side, some of the drink items are going to be around, let's say, $5 to $15. So hopefully that will help you come up with a budget at home. Another great tip and trick really for all the festivals is Disney does sell like these little bracelets that have a Disney gift card on it. So when you show up to the park, you can actually add, let's say, $50 to your Disney gift card. And then instead of taking your wallet out, or if you don't have a magic band, whatever it might be, you can kind of just swipe the gift card as you go and you stay on budget. Another important one, kind of sticking with food for a second, is that the food booths stay open until park closing, which can be late at night, but they are not open during extended evening hours for deluxe guests, so just keep that in mind. And then over to the fun stuff. Of course, it wouldn't be an art festival without artists, but there are so many opportunities to meet artists around the park, and you'll see them painting, your favorite Disney character, and then that piece of art could be sold throughout the park. There's paintings and there's art everywhere, and a majority of it is for sale. So if you want that special piece of art for your bedroom, your living room, whatever it might be, if you're a Disney fan, definitely be sure to check out this festival, because you do have an opportunity to purchase some amazing art pieces. But even if you're not looking to purchase a piece of art, there's actually a lot of interactive experiences throughout this festival as well. So you can create your own art at the expression section, a paint by numbers mural, open daily from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then kids can actually also create their own chalk art on the bridge going into World Showcase from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then, of course, we have Animation Academy, which takes place daily at the American Garden Theater at 12:30 in the afternoon and 1:30 as well, where you can learn to draw a Disney character from an actual Disney animator, which is really cool. Another really popular one that you won't want to miss is the Disney on Broadway concert series, which has 3 performances each night. And our tip and trick here would be make sure that you arrive early. We typically would suggest if you have your heart set on a specific time, we would get there about 45 minutes to 60 minutes before, especially if you want to make sure that you get a good seat. And then another great thing that we've done in the past, and we actually do it multiple times throughout the year, is you can do a dining package. They are available for the Disney on Broadway, which is pretty much you can book a reservation at one of the sit-down restaurants at Epcot, and then what part of that would be that you have reserved seating for one of the Disney on Broadway concert series. All right, so another new one, brand new for this year, and word on the street is there will be a Figment popcorn bucket, which is also available via mobile order starting January 17th, 2025. It's important for me to note for all my eBayers out there. There is a limit of 2 per person, which we love. But if you do have your heart set on a Figment popcorn bucket, they are extremely popular and you will go fast. Another great thing that we enjoy is there are interactive photo ops throughout World Showcase where guests can step into famous works of art, such as Luncheon of the Boating Party and Washington Crossing the Delaware. There's also a new Moana photo op, which is coming this year, so we do expect that to be very popular as well. A great one is if you're park hopping, right, specifically from Hollywood Studios, don't forget that you will be entering in the back of the park when you hop off of the Disney Skyliner. If you're coming from Magic Kingdom or from Animal Kingdom, you will be dropped off in the front of the park, and that's just important from a planning standpoint, right? Another great tip and trick, I actually read this on Disney Food Blog, and that is that you want to skip Canada or Mexico, which, especially if you're coming from the front, you can imagine Epcot, let's say, opens up at 9 o'clock. A lot of families are going to be going on rides from 9 to 11. Then 11 o'clock comes and they want to jump in, go and enjoy the food booths, right? Well, as you can imagine, Mexico and Canada are the first 2 lands of World Showcase, so if you skip them, you hopefully will take advantage of lower wait times to grab your food. And this is another one that I really love, but there's actually a chock full of character, kind of like a scavenger hunt, where throughout the park, they will be decorated for the festival with chalk drawings of your favorite characters, and you'll see, like, some of it you're like, is that always there? Because it's so, like, well done, but it's just a really, really fun way to kind of keep your eyes peeled throughout the festival, as you'll see art that is normally not in Walt Disney World, which I think is really, really cool. And then, of course, last but not least, they do a special show on Spaceship Earth specifically for the festival. They've done this in the past. I'm really hoping it's back for this year, but the shows only last a few minutes, and if you're in the park late at night, I definitely recommend to check them out because they really do some amazing things with Spaceship Earth, and it really does come to life. But that is it, everyone. Those are some of my favorite tips and tricks for visiting Epcot's Festival of the Arts. I really, really hope that you found this video helpful. And like I said, if you are in the process of planning that Disney trip and you do need a little additional help, just be sure to go check out our website, theparkprodigy.com. And as a thank you for sticking around all the way till the end of this video, I actually do have a special promo code you can go use on our website to save an extra $25 off your next Disney World vacation. And that promo code is going to be YouTube25. And of course, if you did find this video helpful, please just be sure to subscribe to our channel, as I have a lot more similar Disney content coming out in the coming weeks to get you as prepared as possible for your next family vacation. But I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all again so much for checking out this video. And until next time, I will talk to you soon.